What's the cruelest kindness you've ever received without realizing it? When I got rejected from my dream art school, I stopped drawing completely. My sketchbooks gathered dust, and I couldn't even look at a pencil without feeling like a failure. That's when my little sister Emma, who was 8 at the time, suddenly became obsessed with art. Every day after school, she'd beg me to teach her how to draw. Please, 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 you are so much better than YouTube detours, she'd whine, tugging at my sleeve. At first, I was annoyed. The last thing I wanted was to be reminded of my artistic failures, but Emma was persistent. She'd leave crayons on my desk, slip drawings under my door, and dramatically declare herself the worst artist in the world until I finally gave in. For 3 months, we had daily art lessons. I taught her everything: beater, shading, perspective, color theory. She was actually pretty talented for a kid, but she'd make the strangest mistakes, like forgetting how to hold a pencil properly or asking me to explain basic shapes she definitely already knew. How do you draw a circle again? She'd ask, holding her pencil like she'd never seen one before. Emma, you literally drew perfect circles yesterday. I'd laugh, guiding her hand slowly. Something magical happened. Purity her reminded me why I loved art in the first place, not for acceptance letters or approval, but for the pure joy of creation. I started sketching again, then painting. My passion came flooding back. Last week I was helping Mom clean Emma's room when I found a box hidden under her bed. Inside were dozens of drawings, parent, but not the messy kid art I expected. These were sophisticated pieces with perfect technique, beautiful composition, advanced shading I definitely never taught her. My hands trembled as I flipped through them, dated months before our lessons even started. When Emma came home, I confronted her with the box. She looked at me with those big 8-year-old eyes and said, "You cried every night after the rejection letter came. Mom was worried you'd never draw again." I stared at her, speechless. I've been taking real art classes since I was 6, but you needed to teach someone so you could fall in love with drawing again. So I pretended to be bad at it. 8 years old, 8, and she orchestrated an entire plan to heal my broken dreams. But why the weird questions about circles and stuff? She grinned suddenly, looking wise beyond her years. I had to make mistakes you could fix. It's hard to pretend you were bad at something you were good at. I am crying writing this. My baby sister sacrificed months of her own artistic growth, pretending to be a beginner, just so I could rediscover my passion through teaching her. The cruelest part, she was always the better artist. She just loved me enough to let me believe I was teaching her when really she was teaching me the most important lesson of all, parent, that art isn't about being accepted by schools or impressing others. It's about the love you put into creating something beautiful. Last month, I reapplied to art school. This time I got in, but honestly, the acceptance letter wasn't nearly as meaningful as watching my little sister finally get to show off her real talent. Sometimes the people who love us most will break their own wings just to teach us how to fly again. Word count, 598 words. This story maintains the emotional power of the original.